During COVID, I started to think more about the products I was using and plastic. I'd
Mhm,
always used, uh, refill bottles for water, and I'd
mhm.
always reuse my plastic bags in the grocery store. But then I heard a statistic, and it was 2.5 billion tons of trash are in the landfills just from hand and body lotion alone
Mhm.
and hand and body wash.
Welcome to Home Green Homes podcast. This is Izumi Tanaka. I am a green realtor and green home advisor. This is a hyper-local episode as my guest is Libby Bourne, the store manager of Sun Moon Rain in Santa Monica, where I shop for refillable household products. As I imagine this type of stores are sprouting all over the city and the country, this was a fun conversation to have to hear how the consumers are responding and how the trend is shifting. Here's my conversation with Libby. So, Libby, thank you so much for being on my podcast today. I am,
Thank you, Zumi. Thank you so
as
much
you,
for having
you're
me.
welcome. As you know, I have been coming to your store for probably a little over a year.
Mhm.
And I come there to get some refill dish soap and things like that.
Mhm.
So I'm just curious. You seem to know a lot about these things, and I'm curious what your background is. Can you tell us?
Sure. Well, my background is actually in photography. I'm a
Oh,
photographer by trade. But
uh-huh.
during COVID, I started to think more about the products I was using and
Mhm,
plastic. I'd
mhm,
always used, uh, refill bottles for water, and I'd
mhm,
always reuse my plastic bags in the grocery store. But then I heard a statistic, and it was 2.5 billion tons of trash are in the landfills just from hand body lotion alone
mhm,
and hand and body wash. So I was pretty surprised by that. And I was telling a friend of mine, and she said, "Oh, you should go to Venice. There's a store there. You should go and check that out." So I
mhm,
did, and I was really pleasantly surprised. There were so many products there from,
mhm.
home care, cleaning to skincare products and things like that. And so I started my journey that way. I got my first glass bottle, which I still have, with a lavender hand and body wash and
Mhm.
a bar of soap.
Oh, wow.
And then I was so passionate about it
Mhm,
that I kept going back and I kept trying to eliminate glass. Eliminate plastic and buy more glass or
mhm.
refill my plastic bottles.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how my beginning started. It was just snowballed into more and more cleaner, non-toxic products and
I can
single-use plastic.
I can so relate. And interesting that I am a photographer as well.
Oh,
And that's another conversation you and I should have. But
yes.
so now you are a store manager at
Mhm.
Sun Moon Rain in Santa Monica.
Correct.
So can you tell me a little bit about the store? What was the genesis of it?
Sure. The store, actually, this weekend is our 1 year anniversary. A
Oh,
year ago,
okay.
the ownership changed from Contain to
Hmm.
Sun Moon Rain.
Hmm.
And that's when I became the manager of the store. We
I
still
see.
have the same trusted products that we had, the same
Hmm.
home cleaning products, the same hand and body wash, the same skincare. We have expanded that. So we've got more products of that nature, more lifestyle products. We
Hmm.
also have a sustainable line of jewelry where we melt down discarded pots and pans and we get little beads from that. And then
Hmm.
we add those to semi precious stones and we make these
Hmm.
beautiful bracelets.
Oh, yes, I have seen those.
Yeah,
They're very beautiful.
yeah.
Um,
We also have a line of candles. I don't know if you saw those when you
yes,
were.
I did.
They're made locally and we refill them locally. So
Mm.
we've got two right now, two scents, and we're rolling out our third scent, which is going to be it's rolling out this weekend. It's a
Oh, that's
candle.
exciting.
Yeah, it's our earth candle.
Oh wow. So I must have found you just when you reopened about a year ago, like you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yeah,
How did
yeah.
you find us?
I was just walking by. Yeah, so those of you who are on local in LA, the store is near 17th Street, 17th and Ocean Park Boulevard in Santa Monica, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
across from Bob's parking
that's
lot.
right, Bob's Market.
Bob's Market and the parking lot.
Yeah, and I was actually looking for stores like that. And I was just thinking, oh, I should Google, and then I just happened to walk by and walked in, and I was delighted that I just found what I was looking for. And
Great.
so you've been working there for about an year, and
Yes, but I did work previously at the other store.
oh, I see.
So I
Okay,
learned a lot of knowledge
I
and
see.
things that way. Yeah.
Hmm. Now, so in your experience, what are the most popular products that people come for?
Well, you have one of the top products.
Oh, okay.
The liquid dish soap is one of the
Hmm.
top products. I think it really works well, and
Mm-hmm.
people keep coming back for it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the liquid laundry,
Mm-hmm.
that's a big one too. You only
Mm-hmm.
need 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of it, so it's a concentrate. So
Right.
you don't have to lug around a giant container when you come in. You can get a much
Mm-hmm.
smaller container.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, hand and body wash also is really very popular. We have
Mm-hmm.
lavender and lemongrass and a mint and
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they just
Mm-hmm.
smell amazing. And there's no toxins in them. They're really safe for anyone to use, children,
Mm-hmm.
adults, babies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then we have a lot of other skincare, but the most popular is the deodorant. We have
Oh.
deodorant from Ujjayi, which is refillable deodorant, and the most
Mm-hmm.
popular flavor or scent is tobacco,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which actually is made from cloves. There's no
Oh,
tobacco,
interesting.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't sound that appealing, but trust me, it really is, and it's so popular. You just
Mm.
get it in a 1 or 2 ounce container, or of course you can
Mm-hmm.
bring your own container,
Mm-hmm.
and we refill it. You just put a little under your armpit, and
Right.
it's really great. In fact, I've got my son off Old Spice now. He's
Oh,
19, and
wow.
now he uses it,
That's great.
and it
That's great.
works. There's not toxins in it.
Uh-huh.
It really works well because
Yeah.
deodorant is sort of
Mm-hmm.
a tricky product to use.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of uh, controversy about whether the naturals are really good, but for every article that says, oh, it doesn't matter, there's 2 articles that say it absolutely does matter. Plus,
Yeah.
plus they smell great, they don't have that horrible
Mm-hmm.
smell, and they're non-toxic, so
Right.
not change to a deodorant like that.
Yeah. So can you explain for those people who may not be familiar with how this system works?
Mhm.
So for me, for the dish soap, I bring a bottle of empty mason jar, and I get uh, refilled at your store. And I think actually the first time I went, I did buy a pump bottle,
Mhm.
you know.
One of
Um,
the glass
mm,
bottles are forever
yes,
glass
yes, yes.
bottles. Yeah.
Yes, so you bring the pump bottle or another some kind of a jar or something. So
Mhm.
maybe you can explain how that works, some of the liquid items that you carry.
Sure. You can bring whatever bottle you want. You could
Mm-hmm.
bring an old soup container. You could bring your
Mm-hmm.
old dish soap that
Yeah,
could be in plastic from Trader Joe's. You could bring
right.
any kind of container, or we do have these beautiful forever glass containers, like you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned. And
Mm-hmm.
there's some people that want a little bit more style in with
Mm-hmm.
their sustainable journey, so they
Mm-hmm.
prefer to just keep collecting glasses like that, glass
Mm-hmm.
bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you bring your bottle in, we tear it
Mm-hmm.
on the scale, so it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
need to be completely empty. We
Mm-hmm.
tear it, we add whatever product you like, and then we tear
Mm-hmm.
it again, and it all goes
Mm-hmm.
through the system, and that's how you're charged, just by the weight that you're purchasing.
Right, right. So
So
you have a way to weigh whatever you bring in so that you are measuring the content.
exactly, yes,
Right.
we
I
tear
see.
the container once
Mm-hmm.
you put it on. So
I see. I see.
exactly.
Now, I know that, for instance, you mentioned the laundry detergent,
Mhm,
right? I've recently, well, it's been probably 2 years now that I've switched from liquid detergent, laundry detergent to
mhm,
sheets. Now, how I know your store has a pretty good variety or selection of different products. And
mhm.
how do you source or how do you determine um, which one to
Well,
carry?
well, we also carry a powder detergent,
Mm-hmm.
lavender and unscented, and we do carry the sheets,
Mm-hmm.
which actually my son has in college because they're much easier to, trudge around with you than a
Yeah, yeah.
container. Um, it, some people come in to the store to show us their products,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes we just investigate ourselves and
I
find,
see.
what's going to work for us. And it's good to have
Mm-hmm.
a nice variety.
Sure, sure.
Some people really like the sheets, some people
Mm-hmm.
really like the powder. Everyone has,
Mm-hmm.
or the
Mm-hmm.
liquid. Everyone has
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Right,
what they like. But yes,
right.
we also go on companies like Fair, where
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with Fair, but it's a wholesale site where we can purchase all different kind of products from different kind of
Mm.
companies. So it's a really good platform for us to use.
I see. I actually don't know fair. Is that something that any consumer can go
No, it's
to?
only a wholesale site, so you
So
have
you
to
have to have a retail license of some
correct.
sort,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So like you said, you said that people bring you some new products and things, and I have been noticing that there are many newer products coming on the market,
Mhm.
whether it's a liquid refillable soaps and detergents or laundry sheet and even like toothpaste, right? So I have been every time I run out of something that comes in like plastic container, I
Mhm.
try to replace it with an alternative,
Mhm.
that's not coming in plastic container. How do you vet those products?
All of our refill products have a green rating from EWG.
Oh wow.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
Environmental Working Group,
Yes.
and that's a really, really good site. There's a website, there's
Mm-hmm.
an app on the
I
phone.
have an app on my phone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you
Mm-hmm.
could scan any single ingredients or
Mm-hmm.
products. Not every product is on there, but if you're questioning a single ingredient, you could look on
Mm-hmm.
there and they've already done the work for you and you'll find out what kind of rating it has. Everything we have has everything refillable has a green rating that
Oh,
we
that's great. That's
and we
great to
we have
know.
to we just keep up. And also we have custom companies that we really value. We know that they
Mm-hmm.
have the same
Mm-hmm.
values that we do, and so we
Mm-hmm.
we trust them. Of course, we check everything out, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that
That's good.
EWG is a really great site and a really great app for anyone in the public to
I
get
agree. I
knowledge.
would make sure to put that link in the show notes so people can click on
Great.
it and look at it.
Mhm.
So, what do you think of this market? Like, I know that there are now there for laundry sheets alone, there are a dozen or so different brands available out there,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Um, what do you think is happening in the space of, you know, we are becoming more sustainable in our daily life? And what do you see as a trend?
Well, we do obviously. There's a lot more products.
Mm-hmm.
There's more stores, and the more the better. The more stores, the better for the market.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
but I think you're seeing so many more conversations about this. And then
Mm-hmm.
the word sustainability is
Mm-hmm.
trending now on a lot of platforms, whether it has to do
Yes.
with fashion or, you know, beauty or things like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing slowly but surely things are really turning around.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Mm-hmm.
course, that's great for mom and pops, small stores like us.
Yeah.
And it's great. to let the community know where we are and
Mm-hmm.
to outreach to other communities so that everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and so we can make it easier for everyone
Yeah.
to go through
Yeah.
this journey because
Yeah.
it's not always easy. And I don't know why some people seem to be intimidated by it. I don't know why, but we are
Mm.
always very nice and help people when they want to start.
Yes. Yes. That's definitely
So
my
that's what we
experience.
try to do. Thank you. Yeah.
So who are your customers though, Libby? Like you said, we
Well,
have to like spread the word. I
right.
think right now it takes some of us who really have the desire to do the right thing. I actually had a podcast interview a couple of episodes before with a lady who is a professional consultant for reducing waste in the building industry. But
Hmm.
I talked to her about how she does it in the daily life,
Hmm.
and her thing was like, like we can't not try to be uh perfect. Like she said that, you know rather than having one or two people doing the perfect job, we should have all of us doing some imperfectly but making, small efforts,
Hmm.
on our end.
Hmm.
So who are your clients? Who are your customers that come to your store?
It's interesting that you say it that way because I always say if we could just have every single person make one small change, it would
Mm-hmm.
be such a huge impact, such a
Yeah.
really big impact.
Yeah.
And yes, she's saying, I mean, there's so much plastic out there that it's just
Mm-hmm.
not feasible to be perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
so we really want to just eliminate the plastic. I mean, obviously you need
Mm-hmm.
to recycle it properly, but eliminate
Right. Right.
completely. We have a lot of families that come in
Mm-hmm.
with their children and they're buying
Mm-hmm.
just clean household products,
Mm-hmm.
non-toxic
Mm-hmm.
sprays and the same laundry detergent, dish soap,
Mm-hmm.
and creams and lotions for their
Mm-hmm.
themselves and for their babies. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Face creams, toothpaste tabs, as you mentioned, those
Mm-hmm.
are really, really popular too.
Mm-hmm.
So families come in. There's a lot of students, and they're
Mm-hmm.
super aware of the toxins and chemicals, and also
Mm-hmm.
about single-use plastic. They're
Mm-hmm.
hearing it all the time at their colleges, and
Mm-hmm.
all that age group are talking about this. And also, people in our group are like doctors and a couple
Mm-hmm.
massage parlors that
Mm-hmm.
come to see us. And
Right.
oh gosh, oh, a lot of yoga studios. We have quite a few yoga studios that come to see us
It's
buy
yeah,
cleaning
especially in that
products,
neighborhood.
lotions,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
also our beautiful bracelets
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
everyone wants a bracelet that has some sort of meaning to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
mm,
agree. Now,
yeah.
it's interesting that you mentioned students.
Hmm.
Um, I'm curious because, especially since you're in Santa Monica,
Hmm.
and Santa Monica schools are probably more progressive than, some other parts of the country or even the city.
Hmm.
Do you think that the student, I mean, I think when you said student, what I heard was more like high school or college students, especially you're really close to Santa Monica College.
Hmm.
Um, do you think that those young people are driving the demand? I mean, I always know that like kids, when you give them a education about recycling, or I've even had a conversation on my podcast with a student who is teaching a whole school about composting.
Hmm.
So I think kids have a lot of power for
Hmm.
influencing us adults. Do you think that they are kind of pushing their parents to come find your store?
I think it's a little bit about a both
Mm-hmm.
because we do have quite a large population of that come into the store of customers that are, I would say, 50, 60, 70 years old. And I think,
Mm-hmm.
like myself, I actually influenced my children. It wasn't the
Mm-hmm.
other way around. But
Yeah.
then you get college students,
Right.
especially, and high school students. I had a
Yeah.
group from Santa Monica College, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Santa Monica High School that came into
Mm-hmm.
the store, and
Mm-hmm.
they had created a tote bag from plastic. They even made the yarn from a plastic
Oh,
bag. They,
wow.
they said we can probably only make one or two.
Uh-huh.
They were so enthusiastic and excited. And
Mm,
they had lots of questions. So
mm,
I think it's a little bit of both.
mm,
I, I think hopefully that everyone interested, it will be a trickle down effect to, our kids today that are in
mm.
preschool and kindergarten and elementary school, and it will just keep getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So
hoping.
do you, at Sun Moon Rain, have any plan to expand or I'm curious if you see a need for expansion to like, grow your business, maybe have more storefront or do
Right.
you see that, do you feel the market trend, like, increased
Well,
demand?
right now we have the store in Santa Monica, and we also are online,
Oh, okay.
com. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
We're really working on the website right now because when we
mm-hmm,
made the change, there were
mm-hmm,
things that had to be redone
mm-hmm,
for the
mm-hmm,
Sun Moon Rain Lifestyle website.
mm-hmm.
So just getting all that done is a lot of work, and with
Yes, I would
everything
imagine.
else we're doing, all the
Reason recording stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can get that going.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. So, anyways, um,
I will certainly let you know when we do open another store.
yeah. So, but it's interesting that you mentioned online. So, are people able to order online from Sun, Moon, and Rain?
Yes,
Okay. But
sunmoonrain.com, and
mhm.
we can send anything.
Okay. So, how do you send like liquid items?
We you have a choice whether
Mm-hmm.
you want to have it in. We have recycled plastic too because
Mm,
a lot of people don't want to have like a shampoo in their
mm,
shower for their kids or
right.
things like that. So we have an
Right.
option of that. We have those beautiful forever glass containers. We
Mm-hmm.
have lots of other options, and so
Mm-hmm.
it's sent through the mail like that.
I see. So
Mm.
what if I wanted to order a refill of my dish soap?
Yeah,
Can you order online as well?
yes, you can order online. We actually have lots of people that do that. We
Oh
have
wow.
some bags that we can put it into, and then
Mm-hmm.
the idea is you'll send them back to us,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
then we can keep rotating it like that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's
Uh,
wonderful to know, actually.
Good,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well, that's really great that, there are more stores like you. I don't think it's enough. There should be more stores like yours out there in the in the city and anywhere actually. But what do you think for the future? How do you think that this is gonna unfold, in your opinion? Like, do you think we can really get everybody to do, the refillable and, non-plastic container items? I mean, I'm I'm kind of on the edge. Like, I'm hopeful at the same time, sometimes when I see all the plastic, single-use plastic out there, I get discouraged. But what do you think?
That's a really tough question.
Right?
Yeah, it's. I feel really positive as we talked about with those market trends and
Mm-hmm.
with so many young people so interested in non-toxic clean products and eliminating single-use plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think over generations that that we can make a big dent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'd be
Yeah,
nice if some of the larger companies would be
right.
pushed to stop making so much plastic, but for now, our store has to concentrate on just eliminating single-use plastic.
What is your vision for our future when it comes to like your personal, like do you think that do you aspire to live plastic free? Do you have
Oh my
any
gosh.
aspiration?
Absolutely. free. I mean, I don't think we can be completely plastic free, and there is a value to plastic,
Mm-hmm.
but just this plastic that we're just throwing away constantly, using one time, throwing away, that has got to stop. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm hopeful that we can eliminate all this plastic that we're talking about, all the water bottles and just shampoo bottles and detergent and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. I
Mm-hmm.
I mean that is my hope. And even if we recycle these things, you can only recycle plastic one or two times,
Yeah,
two tops. And
right.
glass you can keep recycling, aluminum you can keep recycling. So
Yeah.
it I'm just hopeful that more and more people will learn more about this and it will just be
Mm-hmm.
a trickle effect and soon we'll be as plastic free as we can.
I am very much with you, Libby. And thank you so much. Now, tell us how we can find you. As we mentioned where you are, but let's repeat where you're located,
Sure,
and you can tell us the internet presence
sure.
as well.
We're 2601 17th Street in Santa Monica. Our cross street is Ocean Park and 17th. We're actually on 17th, so it's 17th
Mm-hmm.
Cross Street, Ocean Park. And then you can find us online at sunmoonrain.com.
Mm-hmm. And you're open.
We're
You're
open every
every
day
day.
from 11 to 6, except for Mondays.
Mondays. Okay, so
Yeah, Mondays,
Tuesday through Sundays.
correct, 11 to 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to coming into your store next time with my
Thank you.
empty jar for my dish. So
I
I
look
pick
forward to
up
seeing you,
maybe a
and
few.
I can give you a few samples of other things and have you try.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Well, thank you, Libby. This was Izumi Tanaka with Home Green Homes Podcast. Until my next episode.